Alright, well, I have never played Mass Effect before, so this will be a first playthrough for me. And I decided to start playing Mass Effect in prep for Andromeda, even though I know, it's like, takes place hundreds of years after Mass Effect 3. I want to understand, I don't want to go in completely blind. Although that's what I did with Witcher 3, and that's like my favorite game ever. But not every game is Witcher 3. So, I have the time. Not really. But I'm going to try to make the time. And, yeah.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
Okay. I'm playing this on a Xbox One through backwards compatibility, by the way. In case you're wondering.
Secure connection confirmed.
Okay. Enter new ID. Do I want to go male or female?
Please log in to access your profile.
I know it's on that weird screen, or it was for you guys while I was entering the name, but changing the name to Clutie, from John to Clutie.
Warning, data corruption detected.
Oh no.
Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Pre-service history. Spacer, both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist, you were born and raised on Mindor, I don't know how to say that. A small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, there should be a comma after 16. Otherwise, When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Earthborn, you were an orphan raised on the streets of the great metropolises covering Earth. You escaped a life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. Let's go Spacer. I don't know anything about Mass Effect. I know very little, other than FemShep, which is female Shepard, and space. That's about all I know.
Confirm psychological profile.
Psychological profile. Sole survivor. Hold on, let me clear my throat. Okay, let me mute my mic. Sole survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you failed, and now you are left alone. Now you alone are left to tell the tale. That was really hard for me to say. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. It's kind of boring. Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. I like Sole Survivor.
Confirm military specialization.
Soldiers. Soldiers are combat specialists ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers get improved health, can train in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to use medium armor, and can specialize in heavy armor. Okay, well, that's probably what I'm going to choose. Engineers are tech specialists using the holographic Omni tool. They can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Yeah, no. That's not me. Ooh, adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. That's like your, Padawan. Yeah, sure. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can use pistols or sniper rifles in medium armor. Yeah, if it was like ARs too, instead of snipers, then that might be the one. But Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only use light armor and receive no advanced weapon training. Yeah, that's not happening. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and can specialize in medium armor. Ooh. See, like, soldier is probably what I should choose, but it's just so boring compared to all the other ones. It's really between Vanguard and Soldier. I don't know what biotics do, though. Like, I don't know if they're cool. I mean, they look cool. It says can train in the use of all weapon types, so does that mean we can use biotic weapons? I don't know. I'm just gonna choose Soldier.
Facial identification.
Facial structure. I like that one. Sure. Right there. Alright, we'll leave the complexion. Well, he's a sole survivor, so he's gotta have a scar somewhere. Kinda like that. Or the nose. Yeah, let's go with this. Yeah, that's good. Head. Neck thickness. Sure. Okay, this is like all the stuff I really don't care about. That's like too much customization for me. Eye shape. See, like that eye shape's pretty good. I don't know if I want to change it really. Makes him look cold. Like he doesn't care about a whole lot. I'm gonna choose this, actually. Is there blue? Wait, is there a lighter blue? Ooh, green. Green's kind of nice. I usually go with blue. Sure. Yeah, all that's good to me. Good. Hair. Oh, these beards suck. Okay, so those are the eyebrows we have now. Can I like zoom out a little bit? It's kind of hard to see. That's good. Ew. We'll go with that. Yeah, looks good to
Profile
me.
reconstruction complete.
Alright.
Identification confirmed.
I'll just leave everything normal. Yeah, sure. That all looks good to me.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Ooh. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect. I barely got through all that.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence. Commander. We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun. Getting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
This guy talks
You're
too much.
paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so... What are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just
That
cleared
guy's
the mass
voice
relay,
is so
Captain.
familiar.
Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm going to pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Press start to access the mission computer and view journal and codex entries.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
Sensitivity is really slow. Hold on. The mission computer accesses your journal, map, and other important screens. Flashing screens have new updates. Move the left stick to highlight the journal codex screen now. Press A to select the highlighted screen.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the
Alright, guess we're
Turians
listening.
were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Okay. 2069, Armstrong Outpost, a Shackleton crater, becomes the first human settlement on Luna. It is formally founded on July 24th, the 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. That's ironic. Or, not ironic, coincidental. Lowell City in Eos Chasma becomes the first human settlement on Mars. Eldfell 2137, Eldfell Ashland Energy Corporation demonstrates helium-3 fuel extraction from the atmosphere of Saturn. 2142, construction of Gagarin Station Jump Zero begins beyond the orbit of Pluto. 2148, prospectors discover the Prothean ruins at Promethae Planum on Mars. 2149, translation of Prothean data leads humans to the Charon Mass Relay. Systems Alliance founded to coordinate exploration and colonization of extrasolar worlds. 2151, a shipping accident at Singapore International Spaceport exposes downwind communities to containers of dust-form element 0. Alliance begins construction of Arcturus Station. 2152, roughly 30% of the children born in Singapore after element 0 exposure suffer from cancerous growth. Systems Alliance begins settlement on Earth's first extrasolar colony world, the planet Demeter. 2154, Commander Shepard born. 2155, Systems Alliance occupies completed portions of Arcturus Station as a headquarters. 2156, some children of Singapore exhibit minor telekinetic abilities. 2157, Turians encounter human explorers, First Contact War, occupation and liberation of the human colony of Shanxi. Yeah, sure. 2158. Humans learn potential of biotics and international effort to track element 0 exposures begins. Roughly 10% of exposed children show some level of biotic ability. 2160, Systems Alliance Parliament formed. 2165, humans establish embassy on Citadel. 2170, Batarian slavers attack the Alliance colony of Mindor. 2176, Skillian Blitz, pirates and slavers attacked Elysium, the human capital in the Skillian Verge. 2177, Thresher Maz devour the Alliance colony of Akuz. 2178, in retaliation of the Skillian Blitz, an Alliance fleet wipes out an army of slavers on the moon of Torfan. 2183, current date. Jesus. Okay, this isn't that long. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations. Yeah, okay, I read that part already. One of your first missions was an expedition to investigate Akuz, a lush world on the outskirts of Alliance space that had suddenly dropped out of contact. Arriving on the surface, your patrol found the settlement intact, but there were no survivors. At nightfall, the thresher maws struck, mindless abominations of teeth and tentacles that rose from beneath the earth. Constant gunfire couldn't drown out the shrieks of your fellow soldiers as they were dragged down to a gruesome death. Sole survivor. 50 Marines died on Akuz. You were the only one to make it back to the landing zone alive. A monument on the planet commemorates the massacre, a grim reminder of the price humanity must pay as they spread throughout the stars. What, there's more? Prologue on the Normandy. Go speak to Captain Anderson in the comm room. The squad screen lets you view talents for each squad member. Press up or down on the D-pad to view general descriptions of a talent. Press left or right on the D-pad to view details of each rank in a talent. Press A to spend points and gain ranks in the selected talent. No character level limits how many ranks you can have in a given talent. Each time you gain a level, you unlock another rank and gain more points spent. Then use the D-pad now to view descriptions for your talents. Oh, I have 3 points. Frontline warriors are trained to withstand the physical punishment that comes with combat. Increases health, allows limited health regeneration. Opens charm options and conversation, decreases the cost of items in storage. Charm options and conversation will be grayed out if you do not have a high enough skill rank. New skill ranks unlock when you become a Spectre and as you earn Paragon points. Increases melee damage. Alright. Sounds good to me. Options. That's what I came in here to do. No. Oh, wait, yeah. It's in here. Let's go 70 for all of them and see how this feels. That's better, I guess.
We're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an up.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could build a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
What, like we're actually gonna attack someone?
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious that Shakedown Run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Interesting.